speed limit in this
is
state,
looking
Mr.
at you,
Knapp.
kid.
45 miles an hour.
How fast was I going, officer?
I'd say around 90.
But what about us?
Memories. You're talking about memories.
Good, now have a drink.
I don't want anything of his or any part of it.
Except his life.
I wonder if I know what you mean.
I wonder if you wonder.
Played it for her, he played it for me. I lived a few weeks while she loved me. Waiting for a lady. Someday you'll understand that.
Got some news that's gonna take a lot of tension off you and Laura.
Stop it, I can't take any more of this!
I should be in it for you.
But there is sleep all over America.
Your hosts for the show, Carly Street and Jason D. Morris. Hey, Carly, how's it going? How long have you been up?
Since 4. Since 3. Since 3, actually.
Since 3. Oh, well, I just went to bed at 3.
Whoa!
So, yeah. And then woke up at 7. So I guess that's... Well, I've got to do maths. That's only 4 hours. That's good enough.
Yeah, we're about the same. We're about the same because I went to bed about 11:30. Got about like 20 past 3. So
Nice. All right. So what's going on in the F1 world?
I bet on everybody and they crashed into a wall. Yeah,
Everybody
I'm a
you bet
jinx.
on?
Yeah, it used to happen years ago. Street used to stop me from betting on them because there was one race where you could do live bet. So I'd bet and then their race had ended. So I thought, oh, okay, they're good odds. I'll bet on them. Literally 1 lap later, a wheel fell off and then I did another one and then they were in the wall. I was like, I think I'm going to stop doing this for a while. And for some reason, I did it this morning and the same thing happened. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't bet. I don't like to lose money like that.
Well, I lose like 50p, but they're losing like a fucking race.
Well, still, I just don't know. Not for me. Like if we'll go up to like a casino or something like that on like vacation, like Las Vegas or something, like I just have a hard time putting money in anything like that. I don't know why. I just don't want to lose it. Yeah.
Do you have 2p machines? Oh no, you wouldn't have 2p machines.
I don't know what that is.
What's your lowest form of money that's like pennies?
Pennies.
Do you
Pennies
have like
is
machines that you can put them
penny
into
machines?
and then you get
Sure.
prizes?
Oh,
I like them.
I mean, I'm sure there are somewhere. Yeah, like quarters, usually. Quarter machines. Damn it. I got this weird thing going on my computer where like something Bluetooth or something wants to connect. So it keeps going, dun 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 constantly.
What?
And I don't know what it is.
God knows what we'll be seeing if you connect to that.
Yeah, I don't. It's driving me insane. I don't know how to turn it off.
Bluetooth? Turn Bluetooth off?
I don't know how.
Oh God, so I can't help that.
Oh man, it sounds like USB though. So I'm not okay. Let me disconnect Bluetooth. Hopefully, it doesn't kill anything that we're doing here. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I know you can't hear it, right?
No.
Okay, good. Over here, it's like da-link, 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 da-link.
Are you sure you're not just going insane?
I might be. I might just be tired. Wait, it stopped.
Hey!
We'll see how long it stopped.
For now.
So I don't know anything about F1 at all. Never watched it. Don't care about cars. God damn it. It's still doing it. I don't know anything about cars. I don't know anything about racing. I don't know anything about horse racing. I don't know about betting.
Or Bluetooth, apparently.
or Bluetooth. I'm struggling with computers. I generally struggle to speak. So
It's not going
yeah.
well.
No, thanks.
Sorry.
So what is it that you like? What do you watch or what do you do for F1? Is that all you call it? You just call it F1?
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me the lowdown. Okay, whatever. Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't really that exciting because it was on so early. Me and Street we have two sofas and he slept on one and I slept on the other. And then we ignored our alarms for an hour and a half and then kind of went, oh, it's starting. They're on the grid walk. Straight, get the coffee. And then we picked up and got really mad and shout a lot. And then.
So what's special about this morning now? Is it just because it's on, or is it like the first day of racing, or like is it like the Super Bowl of racing? I don't know. I don't know nothing about it.
It's the first day.
Isn't it? Okay.
F1.
All right, because I'm up near. I don't know if maybe you know because you're a racing fan, but we have Sears Point up here. Do you know what that is?
If it's NASCAR, I'm not really into NASCAR.
I have no idea what's the difference.
Oh, I know. Why did I say that?
I don't know. There's a place I think people race at called Sears Point up here. We just passed it coming back from the premiere. So there's that. I thought of you. So I was like, oh, there's racing things there. Probably would like that.
Good.
I
would have made you stop if I was at the premiere. I'd been like, let's see what's going on here.
Right. I even told Shania, like, we should probably stop there one day and just get some like B-roll footage for her show. Because that could be cool. Yeah. But then I'd have to watch racing.
Yeah, just don't look, just close your eyes with the camera and just let it roll.
We also have a racing track here in my town in Antioch. It's a little, but I'm sure it's not that racing because it's small, but they're really loud and they throws mud everywhere and it's a round circle.
I'm going to start researching anything that's close by to you that is anything to do that like
right.
inside with it, so you have to go and find footage for me.
Okay. But they're not pretty cars. You know what I mean? Like it's not like a derby where they're running into each other to destroy each other, but like they're like, they got the big fens or something on the back. I don't know.
I can't wait to find out what this is from your description.
Don't you know? You should know what this is instantly because you're a racing fan. No?
Oh. I like IndyCar and I like World Endurance and I like F1. I don't like NASCAR and I don't know what you're trying to describe to me.
And I don't know what any of those
drag
are.
racing. Is it? Could it be drag racing? I don't know.
Right. No, that's like where that's like Rebel Without a Cause stuff where they start on one end of the street and end on the other and try not to die kind of thing. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. That's drag racing. I don't know what it is. I don't know.
So it's still drag racing. I'm going to. I will. I will get back to you on that.
All right. Well, so folks at home, we did a cast and crew premiere for our film coming out called The Space Rodent. And it was a long day yesterday. For me, it started like probably 7 a.m. and didn't get back till like around 1-ish, 2-ish, something like that. Premiere started like around 5:30. And it's interesting because it's in this beautiful little town called Healdsburg, California, which is right next to Santa Rosa, which Santa Rosa, some film productions happen up there sometimes.
Sounds nice.
It is. It's not really in the mountains, but it's like wine country kind of sort of town. But when we get there, we have all this stuff because I'm overzealous and I like create too much stuff and do too much stuff, So we have all this, the car's packed with junk and the parking is terrible because it's like this little quaint little town. People are walking around doing shopping and shit like that, whatever. And so we're carrying this stuff. Like I have my daughter Autumn's there and she's standing watch with all the stuff. And then Shani and I are like running back and forth carrying this heavy shit across the street in between traffic and stuff, trying to get it across to the other side because there's no parking or anything. And like, I don't know, after like 15 trips, we finally finished it all up. So by the time we got, the doors open for us to start setting up, like we were so fucking tired already from moving shit.
Yeah.
And then we got like a half an hour to set the tables up and put everything together and make that happen. So it was utter chaos from start to finish for the whole night. It's like watching the movie, then I'm like nervous, right, the whole time. So I'm just sitting there like, but the great thing that was fantastic about it was that everybody responded to the movie. Everybody laughed in the right places. It was really well received. Yeah. So that was really exciting just to hear the laughter and the engagement that the audience had with it was just like really cool. So that was nice. So I had done a bunch of different things hoping to get some people's engagement on social media and things like that. Right. So I set up a camera where people can leave video reviews. I only got a couple. I tried to record the audience's reaction to the movie, but it was just too dark on my cell phone. I just put a cell phone up to capture that stuff. So that didn't work out too well. I had QR codes and stuff so people can get in touch with us on the socials and websites and things like that. But then we had a table set up. So we had these, I don't know if you can see that, space rodent water bottles.
Oh, cool.
Because it has to do with the movie. And Shani put together these boombox gift bags, with cookies and different things in there.
They are so cool.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, you got to see them. Yeah.
I wish I had one. I want to walk around with a cardboard boombox.
It's probably about time that I send you a care package, so we'll figure that out.
That cardboard boombox with loads of stuff in.
Yeah.
I love that.
It'll fall apart before it gets there, but
maybe.
And then we had big posters of the movie and Blu-rays, DVDs from all the previous stuff, all the Resurrection film stuff is there represented. And then space rodent stuff. So I actually have some here. So here you go. So you got the soundtrack. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Nice.
I know there's a glare and shit. We got the Blu-ray.
Ooh, that was cool.
Right.
Yeah.
And then this is new to me. So it looks like a DVD case.
Yeah.
Right. Same as the Blu-ray, basically just a little bigger. But then we have that.
Whoa, is that a USB stick?
Yeah, it's a USB stick.
Oh. I thought it was going to be a notepad. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to open up and be this really cool notepad with a space rodent pen on it.
That'd be cool. I did think about that, making just notebooks with the book from the movie, around wrap, as the cover or whatnot. That could be fun. And I don't have it readily available, but also I had a vinyl made, so there's a record of the soundtrack too.
Nice.
So yeah, we had all this stuff set up and ready to go. And the one thing I guess we should have did that we didn't do because I thought the venue would have it was popcorn. Everybody kept asking for popcorn.
Oh, no.
And we thought about it, but then I was like, no, last time we went to this place, they had they were serving wine and they had popcorn and stuff like that. They didn't do any of that for our event. So I was just okay. Yeah. But that's all right. It was fun. People still had their cookie, and we gave them cookies and candy and different things in their little box thing. And
you would assume that they would do popcorn, though. I would make that assumption.
Yeah, I mean, I did make the assumption. I shouldn't have because they didn't. But either way, not a big deal. But yeah, everybody seemed to have a great time, and gosh, I don't even know. We sold we sold all the script books, which surprised the hell out of me.
Wow.
I didn't think anybody was really going to buy those, honestly. We sold probably like 7 Blu-rays, a couple Resurrection Blu-rays, mostly Space Rodent because that's what everybody's there for. And one USB, maybe 2, I can't remember. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't sure what was going on because it was so chaotic. I just started having people like handing me cash. And I'm just like, put it in my pocket, like, what's this for? What's that for?
Okay.
What's this for? Like,
They probably wanted popcorn, and you're like, yeah, whatever.
just take me, yeah. So like, I wasn't anticipating people paying cash, honestly. But a lot of people were.
Cash is king.
Yeah.
Cash is
king.
king.
And I didn't expect people like to really buy anything. Everybody's gonna get a free copy of the movie, a digital version, anyway. But I was surprised people were. I was more like advertisement, to be on display and like, this is what we can create. This is what we can do. This is what Resurrection does. This is what Dead End Films can do. All that kind of stuff. And but people like wanted to buy stuff, and that was pretty cool. And so we sold, I don't know, I want to say like probably like $250 worth of stuff, which is pretty good,
Going on.
Yeah, it almost
People
paid for the venue.
Physical media, though, don't they? They like physical media still. Even though
I hope so.
Digital.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope they do. I hope they keep buying it because there's not a lot of it left. That's what I got the USB things for, is because a lot of people don't have disc players anymore.
Yeah.
So this you can plug into your computer, you can plug into your smart TV, whatever, laptop. So some tablets if they have a USB thing, whatever. But yeah. So, but it was a really good turnout, and everybody was really happy with the movie, it seemed. And yeah, I left that night exhausted and ecstatic. So super happy. Yeah, it was a good turnout. A lot of time and effort, but it was worth it. Yeah. We should have did a live stream or something.
Yeah, but if it was that chaotic, then that would have just been like we probably would have seen you have a cardiac arrest live. I don't think we would have sold any blue.
I wouldn't have done the live stream. Somebody else could have done the live stream before us. My beeping is back. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry.
I think you need to go doctors, Jason.
It's not me. It's funny. Like the worst thing, like I started the night last night before we leave to go to the premiere. I was doing something on the computer. I was just getting up to literally walk away and leave out the door, and I knocked my coffee cup over. It was full because I was so busy I didn't drink it. All over my computer. So I'm hoping it's not. That's what's causing the beeping. It's working. However, it is annoying the shit out of me. All right. So, anyways, enough about that nonsense. Want to get another drink? Yeah. Okay.
I can show you this. Oh, I nearly just knocked everything over. Do you like it?
You and the Marvels, not really. I don't watch Marvel movies too much. I'm glad you're happy though.
I'm very happy. In my own little world, love, I'm happy.
So is that the new one? Did you go see the? Yeah. So I'm curious because I love Harrison Ford. Is he good in it? Is he just Harrison Ford?
It's just Harrison Ford isn't really bad, is he? But he's just kind of like varying degrees of Harrison Ford. So he was just kind of like Air Force One on steroids kind of version of him.
Be careful what you say.
I'm trying to pay him a compliment. Like, I think he should have been on more, steroid sort of attack on Air Force One. So
Well, that would be the only reason why I would go see it, honestly, but whatever. All right, so folks, let's get into the drink for tonight. And I have some confessions for tonight as well, which we'll get into after we play the trailer at some point, maybe. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. All right, so tonight's drink is called the Neon Shadows. I like that name. The ingredients is our 1.5 ounce. Oh, you're gonna like this one. I totally forgot it has gin in it.
Oh,
1.5 ounces of gin, 1/2 ounce of blue curacao. See, I learned how to pronounce that one.
well done. I still don't know what it is, but
I think it's added. It probably has a flavor too. I can't remember, but it adds a blue color to a drink.
okay.
Yeah, and so I think it's used mostly for that. 1/2 ounce of fresh lime juice, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, 2 dashes of orange bitters. Rim the glass with black or dark sugar, which I don't see that too often, but it's kind of cool. And garnish with a lime wheel. So it's primarily just a gin drink, which I figure that you'll like. And how you make it is prepare the rim, moisten the rim with the chilled Cooper martini glass with the lime wedge, then dip it into a small dish of dark sugar to create a stylish noir-inspired edge. Combine the ingredients in a cocktail shaker, mix the gin, blue curacao, lime juice, simple syrup, and bitters. Add ice and shake till the ice sounds different. Fill the shaker with I already said that. Got to pay attention. Strain and serve straight into the sugar-rimmed glass and garnish with a lime wheel. I would actually try that one, but I don't like gin at all. I've tried it a few times. You do, yeah. I don't know what it is about it. It is a very acquired taste to me. I can't.
I think
do
it is
gin.
for a lot of people. A lot of people, they either love it or they hate it.
I definitely hate it, and it's the only. So there's 2 alcohols that I really don't like. Gin is my number one. Can't stand it. And the other one, I think, is an Italian one called Aperol. And I also don't like that at all. But slightly less than gin. Yeah, I don't know. Try anything once, I guess. All right, folks, there you go. That's the Neon Shadow. We hope you enjoy these drinks that we come up with and share with you all. And maybe you can make one before you watch, I don't know, the rest of the season of Sugar, because this is Sugar Part 2 of Season 1.
I just had a brilliant idea.
Oh, did you? What?
We could make sippy cups.
With alcohol in them?
I don't think they'd make it through customs, but we could make sippy cups. Resurrection film sippy cups.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Yeah, we could do that.
You don't know what they'd say, but
I mean, probably Resurrection Films.
you have to say something better than that, otherwise you can't find it.
So you have all these little quotes, these little videos that you post to YouTube, right? With things that we say, and you just pull some quotes. Just find some of the funniest stuff. Yeah.
Or the stupidest stuff.
You can have 2 different product lines.
You know your instructions for the drinks?
Yeah.
I mean, in a little thing.
That's a good idea. I like that. Look at us, folks at home. We're product designing, merchandising on the podcast.
Do you know what? We should just not sleep. Because when we sleep, we don't have a fucking clue.
Right.
Just start ourselves to sleep.
That's right. No rest for the wicked. All right, we're going to watch. We're going to try this new thing here because we're shooting video now, which is going to evolve over time. We're going to get better at this video thing. We've been primarily audio. Are you releasing these early ones as video as well? Is that what we're doing? Yeah. All right. So, this will evolve over time, and we'll get better at it. But we're going to, for the first time on Speakeasy Noircast, watch the trailer along with you. So let me see if I can figure this out. I think it's just going to instantly
press
start.
the right button.
Right. So this is the official trailer for Sugar.
You did it! Yay!
Yay!
Another beautiful day in California.
I love his car, by the way.
Out here,
Yeah.
I'm one of the good guys. But good and bad can be in the eye of the beholder.
And one thing only. You find the missing.
His granddaughter. She's missing.
Sugar, I don't like this case for you.
And I begin to pray.
Who are you, buddy?
Are you following me, John Sugar?
I need your help.
There's more to you than meets the eye.
Is there?
You have secrets.
Harry's most hated scene.
I can't stop. She's out there somewhere.
California dreaming.
These people, they're lying. I just can't figure out why.
You're wasting your time and my father's money.
This was somewhere I wasn't supposed to find. There's someone you're protecting.
I need you to stop looking.
Who's they? There's someone keeping an eye on me.
She was really scared.
Scared of what?
California dreaming.
Someone once said, tip the world on its side, and everything loose lands in Los Angeles. After all this time, is this place starting to turn me upside down?
Yeah. Love that music that they put to it too. That's great. My kind of show. So before we get started, I thought I watched the whole show. I did not.
I was wondering about this.
Yeah, I thought you might be. I didn't know that there were 8 episodes. I only thought there were 6. I thought that was the end of the show.
Jason, you sent me 8 episodes.
Yeah, but I didn't realize. So I thought the show was over when I started watching it, like it had already aired everything, but it hadn't. So I never realized that there were 8 episodes because once I got to that was such a huge reveal. I was like, oh, the show's over. There's no more episodes. I didn't know it was still airing. Right. So I never went back and looked. So then I just sent you the whole folder. And I didn't know until this morning. I went to go and write my notes, and I'm like, what is happening? Like I'm going through and reading different, review different things and developing my notes and shit. And I'm like, so confused. And then I go to the Wikipedia page and I'm like, everybody's talking about this big mid-season reveal. And I'm like, mid-season reveal? I don't know. There's a big reveal at the end of the show. And I'm like, what is going on? So I went and had a research more, and I'm like, holy shit, there's 2 more episodes I haven't watched. I'm like, oh my God. So I think we might need to do a part 3 because I still have 2 episodes to watch and I didn't know it. But I think that maybe that might be determined about how much you liked it or disliked it. So we'll go off of that. All right.
Wow.
So for this podcast, I think I'll let you drive the train because you know a little bit more than me on this one. And if you want to go outside of episode 6, I'm not going to have anything to talk about because I don't know what's going on, which is fine because I'll still watch it anyway.
Don't want to spoil it though. Like, I open my gob and just spoil stuff.
That's okay. That's what I'm saying. It's fine. It's not going to spoil it for me because I still want to watch it. I'm excited. There's 2 more episodes. so I'm okay. Or if you do want to do a third sugar episode, we can do that as well and discuss the last 2 episodes. Because up to right now, I'm only up to episode 6. So with that said, as I expressed on the previous podcast, I really love the show. I thought it was great. It's a great mix of neo-noir and a few other things. There's some, I think, Japanese sort of influence, like cinematography mixed in there, and a few other elements. I really hated the cinematography between the, I can't think of her name, the main woman and the Colin Farrell character. It was so off. But as you watch the show, you really understand that a little bit more. And it makes more sense. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. And I just love the noir. Like, they really nailed the noir stuff. I love how he is in love with noir. It's just cool to watch. It just really is. And the way that they edit the, the 40s and 50s movies into his sort of like thinking, is really kind of a cool idea. So as I'm watching this show, and like obviously can only go up to episode 6, when we get to this, like, he's beat all the hell, he goes to this fancy, I don't know, hotel or something. It's almost like the what do they call it in John Wick, Parabellum or whatever, the hotel.
Oh yeah.
That's the vibe I got. Like, everybody knows this guy. He comes here, whatever. He's got his own room, whatever. That's what it felt like. And he's all beat to hell and taking care of himself. And at the very end, spoiler alert, he turns blue. He's an alien, right? I mean, that's what we think anyways, right? And then things start to sort of like tumble and click and like, oh, what? And for me, I was just like, wow, this is super cool. I think Carly loves sci-fi. I think that she loves noir, she loves sci-fi. I think this is going to be amazing. She's going to love the show. That's the first instant thing I thought of. And then I'm just like, I was kind of blown away. Like, what a crazy twist for a mainstream show. Like, that is something that rarely ever happens. They would never do that in like a normal show and get away with it, but they did, and leave it to Apple, because Apple is very invested in sci-fi, which is cool. So that's where I'm left in terms of sugar, right? So I love the whole mystery case and the finding the granddaughter and all that kind of stuff. All that's great, and the family dynamics and just all that sort of stuff is fun and interesting and whatever. But just watching Colin Farrell play Sugar is just so fun, because he's so like in his head and you don't know what's going on with them or any of that stuff. And then that reveal is just like, that's cool. Carly, did you see it coming? Because I felt like you were mentioning a lot of sci-fi stuff in the last podcast. Like you were bringing up that you thought it felt like it had a sci-fi vibe to it, and I didn't get that at all. But I didn't want to say anything because I wasn't sure if you had already watched all the episodes at that point or where you were at. How much and where did you sort of like start to piece that together? Was it the twist reveal? Like, how did that go for you?
I thought it might have been wishful thinking, because obviously my favourite things are serial killers, sci-fi, and noir. And it's like all 3 in one. And I was
serial killers are one of your favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You scare me now.
Swept up. But like that kind of like mystery. And I'm like, I thought it was wishful thinking on my part. I was like, maybe he's just playing it like it's his choice of how he's playing it, because he likes that that kind of genre or something, or maybe it's just one particular. I couldn't really put my finger on what it was that was sci-fi, other than a lot of references to it when they were talking. But it kind of just looked. It just reminded me of like the 50s sci-fi films and like 40s sci-fi films. It really reminded me of that. What's that one with Eric McCormack in? That Canadian one. Oh God, I'll have to find it. I can't remember off the top of my head.
What kind of movie was it? I mean, it's sci-fi, but what was it about?
I don't recall that.
Eric McCormack?
Yeah. No, it wasn't. Oh, it did remind me of Travelers, the TV show. Yeah, it did remind me of that a little bit, but it was a film.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I feel like...
Wait, how is Eric McCormack in a 40s movie? Oh, you're talking about the throwback 40s movie.
Yeah, it was like
it's a modern one.
Like
yeah. I remember that.
You know which one I mean?
Yeah. I don't recall the name of that, but yeah, that was a strange movie.
But it kind of reminded me a little bit of that in places, the way he was dressed and the way he acted and stuff like that. So it's like, that'd be so cool if it was like sci-fi or something. So I wasn't totally surprised when the reveal happened. I was surprised at the timing of it. And I thought that it was going to be something like a government conspiracy alien type thing. I didn't think that. I thought that he was going to have someone close to him, or he was going to find something that was alien related or sci-fi related. I didn't actually expect him to be the blue dude. Yeah. I thought he was going to uncover something, and then that's why they were like, that's why they were being a bit funny with him and arguing with him a bit and being like, you shouldn't be doing this, just leave it alone, it's fine.
Yeah. And I didn't...
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I still don't... I don't know what happens later, but that whole thing, like, I still don't understand fully why they're doing that to him. But that's all right.
Mean, Jason. They're mean and nasty.
They're mean, yeah. But I mean, even his handler, like, I don't know.
And she's a slippery one. That's all I'll say. Don't like her.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I get from it too, but I don't know. I guess there's like probably some things that come out in the last 2 episodes that sort of like explain that a little bit more. Yeah. But, yeah. All right. So what was your reaction to that reveal at the end of episode 6?
Well, because I paid attention and I knew that there was 2 more episodes. I actually thought, that I'd watched them in the wrong order. I thought that one I was watching was the last episode, and I'd somehow skipped.
Oh, that would have pissed you off, huh?
Well, but I couldn't understand to begin with why they did it on episode 6.
6, yeah.
And I saw from a lot of reviews that seems to have divided a lot of people, because you have a lot of people that are like, I don't know what was going on, I didn't stick with it. But they were really invested in sci-fi and things like that. So if they'd have done it a tiny bit sooner, they would have kept all that audience of people who would have gone, oh, this is just what I want.
Yeah.
But then they strung it out just far enough so that when you got the next 2 episodes, it kind of wasn't enough time to explore him knowing that, if that makes sense. I think.
Yeah, it does. I mean, that's a great thing about series.
In the middle, like maybe 3 or 4. So it was kind of like halfway. So you got half not really knowing what's going on and just seeing these character traits and quirks. Then the other half completely understanding it and seeing it from a different perspective. But there's obviously a reason why they did it at 6.
Is there? All right, don't tell me.
I don't know. There must be a creative reason why they waited till episode 6.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of looked at, like, when I found that out, I just kind of looked at it like, well, I guess that would be entering the 3rd act. There's 8 episodes, like, time-wise. That would make... That's a big reveal for, like, a 3rd act. That would make sense. But being episodic, like, it's risky no matter what, Like, I could see, like, a normal show, if they were going to do that, they would have revealed that in the first episode, like the end of the first episode or something.
Yeah, that's quite unusual, isn't it?
Yeah. And then for me watching it, seeing it revealed at what I thought was the end of the first season, I was like, oh, I'm so happy they did that, because that was pretty cool. Because you get real invested in this neo-noir thing, and then it's like, oh, that opens so many doors. You know, how are you going to get bored with this? Because you're watching a detective show, but now there's this and why and how and whatever. What else do they investigate? What else are they doing? So it was really great. It's really brilliant. And I want to find out more about him. Why does he love like the film noir stuff? Whatever, like all that stuff. It's just like, I don't know. It's super interesting. So I'm excited to watch the next 2 episodes. I'm so happy that there's 2 more. It's like getting another season for me.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. I'll be quite interested to see what you think as well, because there is, I'm not going to say, but there's kind of like second reveal, which I didn't really enjoy that much. It didn't affect the series, and it didn't affect me watching it. I just thought the first one was enough. This was kind of like an extra one.
It's like Carly scripts, where it's like every page is a twist.
Yeah, and then it's a dream, and then you wake up, and then it wasn't a dream. It was a dream within a dream, and Leonardo DiCaprio's there, and it's Inception, and then we're in the 40s. Yeah, I didn't. But then that made me wonder about the structure, because I thought, I did read somewhere that they were supposed to have the first reveal at the end of the pilot, but then they changed it, which makes sense for the second reveal, would have been way more dramatic, having had 7 episodes and then had that. But because it was like, boom, 1 episode, boom, end. We'd gone from kind of like nothing to a double whammy. So it might well have been a very good, I don't know if I'd say twist. It might have been a very good reveal, but I wonder if waiting until episode 6 impacted that.
I see. No, that makes a lot of sense. Like, they're giving you too much at once. Like, it needed to be more spread out. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I think traditionally, like, had they done the reveal in episode 1, that's probably why they didn't. They were probably wanted to do something specifically very different, and maybe even test waters. And I think that's the best kind of shows that will do that, because that can start whole new trends, can lead to a lot of great stuff. But who knows? I think if the show becomes more and more successful, which has already been greenlit for season 2, which is awesome. I think that we'll start to learn that. I think more people will talk about it, and probably the showrunners and people involved will explain that stuff a little bit more, because there's not really a whole lot of information right now, even though it's won some cinematography awards and whatnot. And it's generally a very favored show. I think it's like 80-something% on like Rotten Tomatoes and whatever.
Not a lot of people know about it, do they? Because I mentioned it to quite a few people, because I remember the trailer for it, and I remember it being a show on Apple TV. That is it. I don't remember hearing anything else about it, because if I'd have clicked onto Film Noir, I would have subscribed to Apple TV to watch it for a month. I'd just done it in a week. And so I was a bit like, did I miss it? Was I a bit, because I can be a bit scatty. Nobody that I spoke to out of about 30 people had ever even heard of it.
Yeah. There was a couple weeks where I remember, because it took me a while to watch it, because I wasn't a Colin Farrell fan. Like, I know I talked about this in the previous episode, but like, there's very few things that I like really liked watching him in. But he's gotten better, like, more recently, and that's the only reason why I eventually gave it a shot. And I'm also worried when I watch a show like that it gets canceled, like Perry Mason. Like, it's like that's such a letdown. You get really invested in something that's really cool, and then like, oh, sorry, you're just gonna pull the plug.
It just ended. And you get no resolution, nothing.
They really should build that stuff into, like, I feel like they should shoot the pilot and the end of the series, so that way if something like that happens, they can like end some closure.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah. So I think that it will, once it gets a little bit more, it's out for a few more seasons. I think it'll get more traction, more stuff will be revealed and stuff like that. Like From was sort of the same way. It really, I mean, it started out okay, you know, and then just really started gaining an audience, and you know, people got really invested after a while. It's like the new Lost or, you know, X-Files or whatever. But I think this show might be kind of the same way if Apple sticks with it. But their advertising is very self-contained, I think, with Apple. I think people like, or Apple kind of views itself as like a destination, and like we don't need to do all this extra stuff, you know. So I think there's some key things that they do, but a lot of their shows, like the Jennifer Connelly one, like there's only like a specific sort of advertisement that I saw for that, and if I hadn't seen that, I wouldn't even have known about it. And that was a really great show. If you haven't seen that, I think it's called The Expanse. Did I get that name right? Because there's two. There's another show with the same name that was on the Sci-Fi. Yeah, it was on the Sci-Fi Channel, and this is a different one. But if you haven't seen that one, you'll really enjoy it as well. It's got the guy that I think wrote and directed The Gift, the horror film.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, he's pretty good. But it's a really cool show. I can't wait till the next season comes out. Anyway, I just don't think that they really do a lot of advertising. But I remember
they
Sugar
seem to run adverts for like 2 weeks, and then once the 2 weeks is up, that's it. That's done.
Yeah. And that's the way it's kind of been. There's another show that they had in there, was more like a kid show, but it was good. It was Home Before Dark, I think it was called, about a little girl that wants to be like a news reporter, and she starts discovering all these creepy things in this town that she's in. And it's like, it's just the tone of it was really cool. I really liked that, but they canceled it. And I was like, nah. But anyway, I digress. Sugar, back to Sugar. Yeah, I'm excited to watch the next 2 episodes. I want to know what you know, but I don't want to know. You know?
No, I know. I want you to know, but I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, and my ratings
really
tonight.
like it. Like,
I think I will. I think I will.
Reveal.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have less of a problem with it because it's been so long since I've seen episode 6 that I think I had time to like absorb that sort of thing. So now it will be kind of, it's been a while. So I think my experience might be a little bit different than yours, but that's okay. I got something to look forward to, and you don't, huh? Don't pout.
Whatever. That's why I've got my sippy cup. This is the best I've got going on.
I think
that's cool.
I think he's gonna be able to beat up Captain America. It's
whatever.
It's the
just
unfinished Batman.
Just bankrupt him, Jason, and what's he got? Nothing. Nothing without Albert.
Toys.
Is it Albert? Alfred. That's it. Nothing without Alfred.
Albert.
Okay.
He's got his cave.
Well, I hope he has fun sitting in it.
All right. Well, let's, I guess, give this one a rating. A mid-season rating.
But
should we even
mine
do
hasn't
that?
really changed, though.
Mine hasn't.
Did I say 9 or 10?
I can't remember.
Last time.
So maybe it did change. What is it? What are you feeling now? Just 10. Up to episode 6, a 10. Yeah, I don't know. This is silly, folks. Yeah, it's a 10. It's a great show. Yeah, I'm excited to watch the next 2 episodes. Yeah. So, yeah, that's
really
20
like
gems.
How it was dead subtle. You know, when they did like the blue, it was just dead subtle. There was no bursting in, and there was no like massive dialogue. And oh my god, it was just like he looked like a druggie. He looked like he was injecting drugs. All of a sudden, he's blue.
Yeah,
done.
Yeah, no, he knows who he is. Like it wasn't like fanfare. It wasn't. No. You know, they did it. They did it well. They did it well. Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting. I got to decide whether I'm going to sleep or whether I'm going to watch 2 more episodes.
Oh.
You're like, I'm back to racing. Is it still on?
No, it finished
Oh, no?
it was done by 6 o'clock. Street and I opted not to go to sleep. We decided we'd just stay awake and go bed early.
Okay. That works. All right.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, 10 gens out of 10 still. And I guess we're going to do another episode on sugar.
We might have to.
Yeah. And then we'll probably have like some more nonsense, whatever, about some other reveal that Carly doesn't like, and probably another 10 gens out of 10. Whatever. We'll be back on part 3 of Sugar. All right. Until then, folks.
Bye-bye.
He's looking at you, kid.
Thanks for joining us this week on the Speakeasy Noircast. Make sure to visit our website, resurrectionfilms.net, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, or any of your favorite podcast apps so you'll never miss a show.